There are several steps you need to take to make sure that both you and your family and your home are as safe as possible in the event of a storm or a hurricane in your area. First, with regards to your family, make sure that you know the safest rooms in your home to go in the event of a storm. If you're outside of your home, have a meeting place several miles away in case you can't get back to your home. And if communications are out in your area, have an out-of-state contact that each of your family members can call to make sure that everyone's okay. That way you don't have to worry if again, the communications are down in the area. Now, with regard to your home, the National Hurricane Center has actually made some specific suggestions with regard to home building materials. The first being, obviously, you want to keep wind and water out of your home in the event of any storm. With that, those storm-resistant windows and doors, these are actually from a company called Simonton. It's a StormBreaker window. You can see things do not penetrate. It's designed with an impact rating to resist the impact of that 2x4 traveling at 34 miles an hour. The way it works, a layer of glass on the outside actually absorbs that impact, and then a layer of glass on the inside will not be compromised. Again, it'll keep that hole from opening up, and once you keep that wind and water out of your home, you're way ahead of the game, let's put it that way. Another impact test we looked at was on home's siding. Now you're going to see an impact from a 2x4 traveling at 34 miles an hour through vinyl siding, fiber cement siding, and brick. Now the results here are pretty obvious. You can't put brick on your roof, but you can do the next best thing. A concrete roof tile is from a company called Hanson Building Products. They actually also have a high fire rating as well, so they got the highest fire rating in the industry and the impact resistance as well. Now, the largest opening in your home through which wind and water can infiltrate, your garage door. Make sure, and these are according to my friends over at the Overhead Door Corporation, make sure you can get one with integrated struts that will actually stiffen that garage door. You don't want it buckling under high wind conditions. And make sure that the track is up to code and up to standards, because if the door is, if the door is impact resistant and the track is not attached well, it's not going to do its job as a whole unit. Now, on the power front, in a lot of cases, a lot of storms will knock out the power in your area, and of course, backup generators. Thing of the past, really. Now you can find actually standby generators that are permanently installed at your location. They run on natural gas or propane. This one is from Kohler. These are there in the event of an emergency. Obviously, they can run your HVAC system, major appliances, and make sure that you are actually in power after the storm has passed, and you don't have to worry about storing gas on the property. Now, as far as a home emergency kit, make sure that you have plenty of water, canned food on hand, as well as a can opener. Obviously, that food doesn't do you any good if you can't get into it. Make sure you have medications, both prescription and over-the-counter, in a waterproof box. And let me talk about pets for just a second. Make sure you have a current photo of your pet. In the event that your pet gets lost, to make sure that it is tagged either with a collar or one of the under-the-skin tags that can be radio frequency identified. With those tips, you, your family, your pets, and your home can be as safe as possible.